Japan, a land of captivating contrasts, where ancient traditions coexist with cutting-edge technology. It's a place where cherry blossoms paint the streets with delicate hues, and neon lights illuminate the night with a vibrant glow. But what truly makes Japan special is its unique approach to love and life. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of this captivating nation to explore the enchanting world of love life in Japan. Before we dive into the mesmerizing world of love life in Japan, let's take a moment to introduce you to this incredible country that's about to steal your heart. Japan, or as it's known in Japanese, Nippon or Nihon, is an island country in East Asia that's steeped in history, tradition, and innovation. Japan is like a gem in the Northwest Pacific Ocean, embraced by the Sea of Japan on the west, with its reach extending from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north to the East China Sea, Philippine Sea, and Taiwan in the south. Its geography is a mesmerizing tapestry of 14,125 islands, with the Big Five being Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu, and Okinawa. Tokyo, Japan's capital and a mega metropolis, steals the show, but it's not alone. Yokohama, Osaka, Nagoya, Sapporo, Fukuoka, Kobe, and Kyoto all shine brilliantly on this stage of modernity. With all these vibrant cities, it's no surprise that Japan is the 11th most populous country globally. What's fascinating, though, is that it's also one of the most densely populated. About 3/4 of the country is mountainous, so most folks live on these narrow coastal plains. Japan isn't just a homogeneous entity. It's divided into 47 administrative prefectures and 8 traditional regions. The Greater Tokyo area, where I am right now, is the most populous metropolitan area on the planet. Japan's rich cultural heritage dates back to the Upper Paleolithic period, around 30,000 BC. But it wasn't until the 4th to 9th centuries that the kingdoms of Japan united under an emperor in Heian Kyo. Fast forward to the 12th century, where political power shifted to a league of military dictators called shogun, enforced by feudal lords known as daimyo, and a class of noble warriors, the samurai. It's like something straight out of a samurai epic. The twists and turns of Japan's history continue. In 1854, a United States fleet arrived, opening Japan's doors to the Western world, leading to the end of the shogunate and the return of imperial power in 1868. The Meiji period marked a turning point when Japan embraced Western-style governance, industrialization, and modernization. They went from feudal society to a global powerhouse in no time. But as history shows, Japan also experienced dark times. They entered World War II as an Axis power in 1941, leading to immense suffering and the eventual surrender in 1945. Post-war Japan was like a phoenix rising from the ashes. They adopted a new constitution in 1947, transforming into a parliamentary constitutional monarchy with a bicameral legislature known as the National Diet. Today, Japan is not only a developed country, but also a great power. It boasts one of the world's largest economies, pioneering in industries like automotive, robotics, and electronics. It's a cultural superpower. From its breathtaking art and delicious cuisine to world-famous film, music, manga, anime, and video game industries, Japan's cultural influence knows no bounds. So, whether you're a tech geek, a foodie, an art connoisseur, or a pop culture fanatic, Japan has something incredible to offer you. And that, my friends, is just a glimpse into the captivating world of Japan. Number 1. General concepts of sexuality and love in Japan. Our exploration begins with the intriguing perspective of Shinto religion. Unlike Western cultures, Shinto recognizes neither good nor evil, and this has profound implications for how sex and love are perceived in Japan. Yoshiro Itano, Phys. and Suguo Shimazaki, in their Encyclopedia of Sexuality, emphasize that there's no concept of sin or personal guilt associated with sex in Japanese tradition. Instead, there's an acceptance of sex and romance as natural components of everyday life. The evidence of this acceptance is woven into Japan's cultural tapestry through fertility festivals. These celebrations, rooted in folk religions and primitive animism, are a living testament to the nation's comfort with sexuality. Revelers don traditional masks representing the more comical and sexual denizens of Shinto mythology, parading oversized papier-mâché phalli and vulva through the streets. These festivities persist to this day, reflecting Japan's unique relationship with sex and love. But Japan is not frozen in time. It has also undergone rapid modernization, especially in the 1950s and 1960s. As in many societies, this modernization brought about significant changes in daily life and behavior. The advent of technology led to less physical labor and improved living conditions. Education and scientific knowledge blossomed, promoting literacy and free communication among the populace. This shift also affected the patriarchal family structure, which began to lose its grip. Family dynamics changed, and communication within families sometimes became neglected. With smaller families, parents, especially mothers, became overly protective, inadvertently affecting their children's interpersonal skills and self-identity. These societal changes didn't just alter family dynamics. They also transformed the way Japanese society views and experiences human sexuality. The scientific developments of the time brought about a deeper understanding of biology and genetics, leading to the development of sexology. Old superstitions about the connection between parental behavior and newborn characteristics gradually faded away. The promotion of science education in public schools played a significant role in this transformation. It paved the way for the separation of reproduction from other sexual behaviors, family planning, and the emancipation from traditional gender roles. This, in turn, led to a more liberal attitude towards sexual activities. The evolving societal landscape also had an impact on the role of religion in shaping ethical values. During World War II, there was an allergic reaction to national control of religion, causing a decline in religion's influence on ethics. However, with the loss of traditional values, modern Japanese often struggled to develop their moral judgments and values. Unlike pre-modern Japan, where role models and lifestyle patterns were readily available within the family, modern Japanese were inundated with information, forcing them to adapt and learn how to navigate this information overload. This shift towards modernization brings us to an important point: the need for education in information selection systems and moral values, particularly regarding sexual activities. Education in sexual behavior, psychosexual development, and parenting is crucial to navigate this brave new world. Yet, there's a challenge. The National Course of Study in Japan doesn't include education for these critical aspects of life, leaving it to family education. Unfortunately, in contemporary Japan, there's a tendency to rely heavily on public schools for teaching ethics, including sexual behaviors, which can lead to societal issues. Number 2. Sentiments about kissing in public in Japan. Picture this: Tokyo streets bustling with life, neon lights, and the scent of street food wafting through the air. Amidst all this, lovebirds locking lips passionately in public spaces. But guess what? Not everyone is thrilled about it. Kissing in public, it's ugly. These were the words of a prominent social critic who expressed his disdain in a popular magazine. He argued that these couples didn't consider how others felt, those who had to witness their public displays of affection. And it's not just him. A housewife voiced similar sentiments in the Yomiuri Shimbun. She claimed that the younger generation had lost their sense of shame. And without shame, there's no sense of restraint. In her eyes, this was a worrying trend that made people akin to animals. According to a Japanese educator who spoke to the Washington Post, kissing in public is less shocking today than it would have been 40 years ago. However, it's still far from being universally accepted. Some even see it as a sign of weakness. The perception exists that people who engage in public displays of affection are considered weak by some, It's quite intriguing how such a simple act can be interpreted in such different ways. We found a survey that sheds light on this phenomenon. In this survey of 400 men, a whopping 71% of them claimed they had never kissed a woman in a public place. Even more interesting, of those who said yes, more than half admitted they felt embarrassed when doing it. A 27-year-old career woman told the Washington Post that kissing on a street corner seemed like a natural, beautiful thing. However, when asked if she had ever done it, she simply replied, "No comment." Number 3. Japanese people tend to be marriage conscious. You see, in the West, the path to marriage often involves a sequence of events. Couples typically date, move in together, and then, over time, start contemplating marriage. It's a slow and gradual process, right? In Japan, there's a different perspective altogether. Japanese folks, particularly those in their mid-20s, tend to have a strong sense of marriage consciousness. Why, you ask? Well, stick around, and I'll break it down for you. Picture this. You've just graduated, entered the workforce, and suddenly, thoughts about marriage start creeping in. It's almost like a rite of passage. Around this time, many Japanese individuals start thinking that they want their next relationship to be a long-term commitment leading to marriage. It's like they've got a marriage goal in mind. Japanese society often views dating as a valuable investment of time, only if it has the potential to lead to marriage. It's like a no time to waste mentality. This viewpoint may seem quite unique, but it's a significant factor in understanding why Japanese people tend to be marriage conscious. As our relationships progress, Japanese women, in particular, have this remarkable ability to evaluate their partners with a long-term perspective in mind. They go through various stages of their relationship, analyzing whether their partner could be the one. It's like they have a marriage radar. Number 4. Online dating in Japan. Online dating is a game changer when it comes to love and relationships. The best part, you don't even have to book a ticket to Japan right away or approach strangers on the streets. It's as simple as signing up on a dating platform, uploading a few photos, and diving into the exciting world of romance. Japan's online dating scene is a bit different from what you might be used to in Western countries. In Japan, when it comes to messaging apps, it's all about Line, not Instagram or Twitter. And in the world of dating apps, it's pairs and Tapple that reign supreme. Now, here's a golden nugget of information for you. If you're interested in dating Japanese women, especially if you're from the United States, the UK, or Canada, you might want to consider specialized niche dating services. These platforms may not have millions of users, but they're home to women genuinely interested in dating someone like you. Number 1, Sakuradate. Number 2, Easternonis. Number 3, Orchid Romance. Number 4, The Lucky Date. Number 5, Philtalks. Wondering why these niche dating sites are a goldmine? Well, here are 3 compelling reasons. They're all about long-term relationships and connecting with foreign men. Most members speak English quite well, which makes communication a breeze. International dating apps often have verification tools, making it easier to spot fake profiles and ensuring your safety. Number 5, full-day dates. Dating in Japan is a whole different ballgame compared to what you might be used to in other parts of the world. It's not just about a quick coffee or a casual stroll. It's about creating memorable experiences that can last for half a day or even a full day. You see, what sets Japanese dating apart is the sheer content and duration of these dates. In many other countries, a date might be a short outing, but here, it's like planning a mini-event. It's about crafting experiences that will leave a lasting impression on your partner. One of the most iconic date ideas in Japan is the Majestic Fireworks Festival. These events are held all across the country during the summer months, and they're an absolute must for any couple. Picture this: a blanket spread out under the starry sky, the mesmerizing bursts of color, and your loved one by your side. Now, that's a date to remember. Shopping enthusiasts, rejoice, because another hallmark of Japanese dating culture is a shopping spree date. Exploring bustling shopping districts, like Tokyo's Shibuya or Osaka's Dotonbori, is a great way to bond over shared interests and pick up some unique souvenirs along the way. If you're an adrenaline junkie, you're in for a treat. Japan boasts some of the world's most thrilling theme parks. From Tokyo Disneyland to Universal Studios Japan, these parks offer endless fun and adventure. Riding roller coasters, indulging in tasty treats, and posing with your favorite characters. It's a date packed with excitement. And when the sun starts to set, it's time for a romantic dinner. Japan is a culinary paradise, and your date night can involve anything from traditional sushi to sizzling teppanyaki, or even a cozy izakaya. Sharing a meal is an integral part of Japanese dating culture, and it's a chance to savor delicious flavors together. Oh, and speaking of drinks, don't forget to explore Japan's vibrant nightlife scene. A nightcap at an izakaya or a stylish cocktail bar can be the perfect way to wrap up your epic date. Sip on some sake, enjoy local brews, and toast to the memories you've created throughout the day. Finally, for those seeking tranquility, you can opt for a date in a peaceful Japanese garden. These serene oases offer a break from the hustle and bustle of city life, allowing you to connect on a deeper level while surrounded by the beauty of nature. So there you have it, folks. Full-day dates in Japan are like crafting your own love story. It's about adventure, culture, and creating unforgettable moments that will stay with you and your partner forever. Thanks for joining me on this exciting journey through the world of Japanese dating. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more travel and relationship insights.